About compound sentences. Compound sentences are two complete sentences that are combined, joined together to make a sentence. So a sentence made by joining two simple sentences with a coordinating conjunction and a comma. Here are some examples of coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Here's an example of a compound sentence. Jane likes eating ice cream, but Julie prefers cake. What we have here on the first part is a complete sentence, a simple sentence. Jane likes eating ice cream. We have on the second half a complete sentence. Julie prefers cake. In our first sentence, we have a subject, Jane, and a predicate, likes. Jane likes eating ice cream. In our second sentence, we have a subject, Julie, and a predicate, prefers. And we take these two complete sentences and we join them together with a comma and a conjunction. And so we have two simple sentences made into a compound sentence. Jane likes eating ice cream, comma, but Julie prefers cake. The word but is used here because these two ideas contrast each other. Julie likes eating something different than Jane likes to eat. All right, let's take a look at some of our problems here and see if we can solve these together. So the directions are: underline the subjects once and the verbs twice in the following sentences. Put an S in the space if the sentence is simple. Put a C in the space if the sentence is compound. Your example here is that they put a C because it's a compound sentence. Tom likes to learn about the government, comma, and I like to learn about how laws are made. The subject of the first simple sentence is Tom. The predicate is likes. That's why they put those lines there. The subject of the second complete sentence is I. The predicate is like. And then these two sentences are joined together with a comma and a conjunction right in the middle. So because they're joined together with a comma conjunction, it's a compound sentence. Let's take a look at number one. People in Congress sometimes suggest laws, and then they vote on them. So people is the subject of the first sentence. What are they doing? They're suggesting. The predicate is separated quite a bit from the noun or the subject in that sentence. And then the second part says they vote as a subject and a predicate. Then they vote on them. Then they vote on them is a complete sentence by itself. People in Congress sometimes suggest laws is a complete sentence. These two complete sentences are joined together by a comma and a conjunction. So this is a compound sentence. Number two, the representatives talk about the laws together. The subject of this sentence is representatives. What are they doing? They're talking. And there is no two sentences being joined together, so we're going to say this is a simple sentence, not a compound sentence. Number three, some people support the new laws, but others dislike them. Some people, what do? They support the new laws. You see a comma in here, so that means it might be a compound sentence. Others dislike. So that's a complete sentence right here. Others dislike them, complete sentence. Some people support the new laws, complete sentence. Comma, conjunction, joining them together. This is a compound sentence. By the way, all this part right here and all this stuff and these parentheses, you don't have to do that on your paper. I'm just writing that on there to show that to you. Number four, the representatives explain the reasons for their opinions. The representatives are doing the action in this. The action they're doing is explaining. There's no comma, there's no conjunction. This is just a simple sentence. Number five, later the representatives vote on the new laws. The representatives are the subject again here. They're voting. There's no conjunction, there's no comma. That's a simple sentence. All right, let's go to the next part. What I'd like you to do is try numbers 6 through 10, pause the video, and then turn it back on to see the solutions. Okay, here are the answers. Some laws pass. Laws pass. You see we have a comma here and a conjunction. Other laws lack the necessary number of votes. Some laws pass is a complete sentence. other laws lack the necessary number of votes is a complete sentence. They're joined together by a comma and a conjunction, the word but. So this is a compound sentence. This is how your paper should look right here. Number 7, a law passes or it fails. Subject law passes, comma, conjunction, it fails. Now these are very small sentences and they're trying to fake you out by having such a short one here. But we do have 2 complete sentences. Law passes, a law passes is a complete sentence. It fails is a complete sentence with a subject and a predicate. It's joined together by a comma and a conjunction. So this, oops, nah, that's not the right answer. Thing there, that is a compound sentence. The president signs the law, president signs, and it goes into effect. It goes. Again, comma, conjunction, complete sentence, it goes into effect, complete sentence, the president signs the law. This is a compound sentence. Laws protect the citizens of a country. Laws protect. That's it. There's no conjunction, there's no comma. This is a simple sentence. Sometimes the citizens directly vote on a law in a special election. Who's doing the action in this? The citizens. What are they doing? They're voting. They directly vote, but the actual verb, the predicate, is vote. Simple predicate. And so this is just a simple sentence. All right, go ahead and try part 2 here. Let's read the directions first. Some of the following sentences need a comma. Read each sentence. If it is a compound sentence, write C in the space and add a comma. If it is not a compound sentence, leave it blank and do not add a comma. So this is kind of like the last one, only they're not going to put commas in there. You have to add the comma in if it's a compound sentence and write a C. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the answers. Okay, here's number 11. A storm was coming, so we boarded up the windows of our seaside cottage. Here we have a storm was coming, a complete sentence, comma, conjunction, so we boarded up the windows of our seaside cottage. We boarded up the windows of our seaside cottage is a complete sentence, so we have 2 complete sentences being joined together with a comma and a conjunction. That is a compound sentence. Now, if you felt like you didn't do this right, if you add in the subject and predicate lines like up here on the other ones, that's totally fine. That's just doing something extra. But if you feel like you just totally bombed the next 3, you might want to pause the video and see if you can fix those before you see me do the solutions. Number 12, the coach took us out after the game for pizza and soda. The coach is just taking us out. There's no conjunction. We do have and down here, but that's not joining a complete sentence. Soda is not a complete sentence. It's being joined with the rest of this. So that's not a compound sentence. We stayed up late to watch a movie, but we fell asleep on the couch. We stayed up late to watch a movie is a complete sentence. We need a comma right there, but we fell asleep on the couch is the rest of it, and we fell asleep on the couch is a complete sentence. So that is a compound sentence. We can hear neither the lead singer nor the bass guitar. You notice that nor is a conjunction joining together these 2 ideas, the lead singer, the bass guitar. The problem is this is not a compound sentence because the bass guitar is not a complete sentence. There's no predicate that goes along with that idea of the bass guitar, that noun. So this is not a compound sentence. All right, hopefully you got those correct, and now here's some more for you to try. Go ahead and do 15 through 25. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solutions. All right, here are the solutions. Some of these are a little tricky. Let me go through these with you. First one's pretty simple. I smell the skunk, complete sentence, comma, I can't see where it is, joined with the conjunction yet. Complete sentence on both sides of the comma. You can have milk and, oops, oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. Wrong answer there. This is not a compound sentence. And here's why. Cookies or chips and salsa is not a sentence right out here. So you can have milk and cookies or chips and salsa. We do have definitely some conjunctions in there, but no compound sentence. Number 17, we made 10 dozen cookies, yet none are left. None are left is a complete sentence, comma right here with the coordinating conjunction yet. Mrs. Smith left her wallet at home and couldn't buy the tuna. Now, I bet many of you mark this as a complete or a compound sentence. The reason it's not is because couldn't buy the tuna is not a complete sentence in the second half. You'd need a subject right in here after the word and. The next one is a compound sentence. Complete sentences on both sides of the comma. 20 is not. That's pretty simple to tell. Number 21, the reason this one's not a compound sentence is, again, there's no subject right here. Not the skis is not a complete sentence, so we need a subject right there. We wanted to see the movie, comma, but they were already sold out. 2 complete sentences on both sides of the comma. David couldn't see the lunar eclipse. The clouds blocked the moon. 2 complete sentences. Mr. and Mrs. Hilton found their keys underneath their car. There is no conjunction joining together 2 complete sentences there. And the bride and the groom wore white, and the bridesmaids wore lavender. This one already gave you the comma in there. It's kind of easy to figure out that that was a compound sentence.